Okay. Now we are discussing about a another concept called finally. So this finally block is come with try catch together. So you have a finally block. So this is comes like hand to hand with the try catch. When you write a try catch, you can able to write the finally block. Now, what is the importance of a finally block and why do you need this finally block? So as everyone said, uh, whatever the scenario, is the try block executed or is the catch block executed, no matter what, I am gonna be execute my lines. Whatever the lines I have written here, I'm gonna be executed. Okay. Now, why I need to write finally? What is the reason here? Okay. So you were the basic logic, whatever the logic is there, you will write it here. And if there any exception has been raised or in the try block, automatically it will go to the catch block. That is what it is gonna be happen. Then what is the necessity to have this finally block? Now, for example, a simple thing I'll take. I'm not gonna be write the read the original code. I'll just write the some pseudocode. Um, I'm reading a file with file reader. Okay. So, and here, after completing all my process, I am closing the file. Okay. Then I will go to the rest of the operations, whatever the things I can do, I'll do that. This is my last line of the try block, and this is the first line of my try block. Now, to understand better, you have, we see this scenario many times in our daily life. For example, you have an Excel file, you have opened that, okay? The Excel file is opened. Now, what it is like, it is already opened by your process with the name of Molali. For example, I opened an Excel file. It has been opened with the name of Molali. It is open and it is there. Now, I have tried to open again. What it will say? The file is already in use. Please close that file, then take this file. Then you will ask to open, then I will open it. That is what it will say, right? Correct?
Yes.
Did anyone see this scenario?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that means like already a process is attached to the file where it is been executed, and that process is trying to read that file. Now, one more process you are asking to open that file. Then what will happen? Boss, there is a one more, already a process is attached to me. He already executing the file. Okay, now you are coming to, you're coming to and asking me to execute and to open the file. Can you please ask that process to close it? Then I will open your file. Then I will take your request and I will open your file. That is what it will say, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the same scenario, it will happen here too. For example, in your program, you are trying to read a file here and you're doing the 10 lines of operations. And then finally, you will close the file. Then you will go ahead. This is what you do you're in your program. Okay. Now, what will happen at the line number 118, you have opened the file. You have started reading the file. At the line number 123, something is wrong happened. Okay. So there is a divided by zero or array out of index out of bound or any some type of exception raised. Then do you think line number 124, line number 126, it will execute? Yes or no?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, it
No.
will not execute. Then automatically it will go to the catch block and it will be hidden. Okay. Okay. So
Yes.
that means like you are not close the file, then the file is already open by the some process and it came to the catch block and says like, boss, there is exception raised, I am going out. So it will say out and but the other time, one more method, it is called the same program. then it's trying to read the file. Do you think you are able to read the file?
No.
Do you think are you able to read the file?
No.
No.
So because the file is already opened and
Yes.
the some other process did not close properly. Okay. Did not close properly and it went out. Okay.
Repeat it once again. Anu.
Okay. Now, it is a very simple thing, Anish. Now you have a file. So basically, in your Windows machine, in the C drive, there is a file. So you have opened that file. Okay. The file is open and you are trying to read the file in your Excel. Okay. Now you went to the same location and you double clicked. Do you think the file will open?
Yeah.
Do you think the file will open?
Yes, they will open.
Already it is open, right? It will not open, right? That one?
Yeah, they will not. They will read already means is in the process.
Already one process is attached to that
On.
file and it is working on it, right?
Mhm.
Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so in the same scenario, when a file is reading at the line number 118 and you are doing some process here at the line 126, you are closing the file and you are going out of that method. This is the method which you have written here. Okay. For example. Okay. Now, at what happened, like, at some time, line 118, you started reading the file. Someone is opened the file. At line number 123, there is some issue has been happened. Okay.
Yes.
So some issue it's arise, then automatically, then it will go to the catch block.
Yes.
So do you think this line number 124, line number 126, is it executing?
No. No.
So you are not close the file and you are immediately went out from the try block and you are executing the catch block. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
So what happened, like, so you did not close the file. Now some other guy started executing this program. Okay. Immediately, one by one, you are calling this method. Some other guy you call the same method and trying to execute. Now your file is closed properly.
No.
No. No.
No. No.
Closed properly. Then you start trying to read the file again. What will happen?
It will show
Previously,
You are not able to read the file.
open the
Automatically, it will say like, boss, there is a one more process is reading this file. I am not able to read it. Can you please ask that guy to close so that I can able to start read the file? That is what the error it throws. Okay. Then automatically it will come for an exception. Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So this is the scenario it will happen. Okay. Now there is a one intelligent guy. So he thought like, okay, that's correct. Now the problem is there at the time of exception, right? I'll take out this one. Okay. I'll take out this one and I'll put it in the exception. Okay. So he
Yes.
closed the file at the time of exception. So he is an
Yes.
intelligent guy, too intelligent. He thought like, okay, yes, Molali, that's correct. You are saying whatever the things is excellent. So is there any problem at the exception only, right? I'll put the closing file at exception. I don't want the finally, whatever you are saying is, this is a waste of my lines of code. I don't want to do that. So he did that. Now what happened? Okay, the same scenario. The person started reading the file and everything is happy path. And he came up to the line number 126 and it went out. And again, another person came. Is any exception has been raised here? No.
No.
So there is no exception raised. Then the file has been closed.
No.
No.
So
No.
that's not closed at all. Then what happened? Some other guy came. So it will ask like, can you read the file? Then it will, what will happen here?
Already that file is existing.
Already is in the
It's
process.
showing error.
Yes. already this one of the person has read and they did not close properly. So what should I do? These people will say that. Okay. So again, there is a problem. Even if you put it at the try block at the end, or if you put it in the catch block at the end, now there is a problem. Okay. Okay. One more intelligent guy came. He said, okay, you're telling correct, Molali. I'll put it here. Even if there is any exception raised, I'll execute this one. Or if there is any exception also not raising, I will execute this line. Okay. Here and here, I will put the closing file. Okay, excellent. Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the scenario is little bit different here. What I do here, right, I am executing some other lines at the time of once I will close the file and there are some other lines of execution is there. After that catch is there. Okay. So one double intelligent guy, they have written this code 2 times, 126 and 136. Okay. Now, basically this is wrong. Why? Because this is a redundant. So you are using the same line unwantedly in 2 places. Okay. Right. This is a duplicate.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is a redundant. That first thing is wrong. Okay. Maaf kar diya. ठीक है. So we have taken the granted. Let him do that. Then what happened? He started reading the file and he came at line number 126. Everything went well and he closed the file. Okay. Okay. Now he started rewriting the executing the 128, 129, 130, 131. Now the exception is started arise at the line number 131. Okay. Then where it will go?
Catch block.
Catch.
Go to the
Catch
catch.
block. Catch.
First line is, which line is the first line?
To close that
Closing
the file.
Okay,
It's
you
already
already
closed.
closed the file. Already you closed the file and you are asking to the close the file, then what will happen?
Ran it.
Correct.
It is a one more exception you are raising here.
Correcting.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the problem where you have some mandatory things you need to do in the whatever the operations you are doing in the try block. Those mandatory things, whatever the scenario is happened, you need to execute. Those type of mandatory things, you need to keep it into the finally block. So that is the reason our Java people, they have designed a block called finally. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever the scenario comes, no matter what, I am closing the file here. Now tell me, whatever the 3 different scenarios we have seen, is everything will be addressed with this. Now there is an exception raised here. No problem. It will go to the catch and it will close the file. Now there is no exception raised here. No problem. It will go here. It will close the file. Okay. So whatever the scenario, guys. So the finally block, it will execute. Okay. So this is the main purpose of a finally block. Got it? Clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
As Mani said, the same way, the SQL connections also we will close here. Okay. So now the point is like, what is the problem with the SQL connection? Though, so you people know about the database? Okay. So basically, for example, you are using your Gmail or any other application, there will be a registration process where your username and password will be stored into the database.
Database.
Okay.
Yes.
So like that, not only username password, that is the easy point which I am telling. So you people will understand easily. So that's why, the username and password which will store in somewhere to validate you are the right user or not. That is called a database. Okay.
Yes.
For example, take this one as a validating your username password method. So what will happen? So you are getting this username and password here, and you will open the connection to the database and get that details from the database, and
Yes.
you verify your username and password here. What is there in the database and what you get from the application. Okay, that is where you are verifying here. Now, so there is some exception has been raised here. Then automatically it will go to the final. It will close the connection. Okay. This is the same scenario as like a file. Okay. So
Yep.
when you are not closing the connection to the database, when you keep on trying and keep on creating the connections to the database has some limit. So I can able to provide you 100 connections. Out of that, I cannot able to provide you connection at all to anyone. Okay. So if you are keep on trying 100 people, 100 exception has raised. Okay, then what happened? The database is full, so it will not even execute a single connection at any point of time. Okay, so that is the reason you need to close the connections to the database in any scenario. Once your work is done, close the connection, because you have to give a room to the other people. Okay, so this is the one of the scenario like that. There are hundreds of scenarios where some mandatory things you need to do once you do the operation, or once you fulfill the requirement. There are some mandatory things you have to be taken care. Those things you will write into the finally block. This is clear. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the point, guys. So this is called a finally block. Try block, catch block, and a
Finally.
Okay.
Yes.
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 Thanks. Come on, go ahead. Do you think like I'm telling good, or can I think you people did not understand anything? In which way?
Yes.
Yeah, very
Yes, we got it.
Yes, we got it. Whatever you are saying,
Okay.
clearly
we
understood.
understand.
Mohan.
Yeah, clearly understood.
Very clear.
Okay, that's good. Okay, fine.
Um,
Now, as we see the similar words, collection, collections, and throws, and we will see one more similar word like this, that is called finally, finalize. Okay, there is a one more keyword is there, that is called finalize. We will see that what is a finalize. Okay. Sorry, final. It's not finalize, it is a final. Okay, there is a similar word we have it with related to finally is a final keyword. Now we will understand what do you mean by a final keyword. Okay, general English meaning, take it up. What do you mean by a final?
Like constant.
Last.
can't change.
Final is
Constant.
It's
Last.
you know,
Yes.
constant.
I'm asking
Fixed.
English meaning.
Fix.
Fix. Okay. Okay,
Yes.
someone who says it's a last, that's also good.
Yes.
Okay, and someone any other meaning? It's English meaning, general English meaning. What do you mean by final?
Not to be changed.
Not to be changed. Okay, so
Sir,
final,
that is the end.
that's the end. Okay, so by looking into the meaning itself, you will understand that not to be changed, and that is the final. That's it. So that's not gonna be anyway. Whatever the things you do, you will not able to change. For example, when you're doing a deal with some other guy, he will say 1 crore rupee is the final price for this land. So whatever the thing you do, I will not gonna be changed. 1 crore is a final number. That means that's a constant which this number will not change at all. Whatever you do, whatever the recommendation you do, how much the political pressure you do, so he is not gonna be changed the price of that land. So this is a final. So that means, so whatever the way you are trying to change the land price, he is not changing at all, because he stood up that word, he's stubborn about it, and that's a final number. Okay, in the same way, we have in our Java also, if you define a value, if you define a value to a data type and you mark it as a final, means you will not, and no one cannot change the value of that variable. Okay, that is called final. So this is pretty much very straightforward to the English meaning. So there is nothing difference. Only the thing, like, you have two keywords. Finally, that related to try and catch, and this final, it is related to a constant. That means, like, constant means which is not gonna be changed at all. So this is a constant. So when you are define a final keyword to any variable, this is called, the value will not change at all. Okay, so this is the difference between these. So these are called similarity words. Collections, collection, throws, finally, final. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is one of the tricky question that people will ask. Usually, we people will play in the interviews. Some people will say, like, final will use in the try-catch, and finally they use in they will say like that's a constant. Okay. So, I mean, that's not their mistake, because they don't have the clear understanding of a concept. So that's why the people will say, like, they will confuse with the keywords. But is there any point here to confuse? By looking itself, we can say that, right?
Yes.
So only the thing, like, you need to understand how it works. If you understand how it works, means automatically the dot will be connected to the another dot, saying that this is what this purpose, it will serve this purpose. Okay, clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, another thing you said that finalize, that is a method, right? When we are using that method, and what is the purpose for that method? Actually, in interviews, they are asking what is the difference between final, finalize, and finally, like that. So that's why.
Yeah, I'll come to that point also, ma'am.
Yeah,
Sulochana.
thank you. Yeah.
So any questions on this? Final
No.
and
No.
I will. No,
Any-
I am clear. And
any
No,
is it clear?
Yeah, one
Yes.
more point is that final can be added for classes also, and we cannot inherit those classes, right?
Those are
Yes.
the usages where you can
Yes.
use the final keyword.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Anyone has any confusion, anything so in your mind, please clear now itself. I don't want to be taking something differently, and you should not fail at any point of time. When anyone asks you the question, when you're sleeping also, you need to tell the answer. That is the way I want you guys to. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine, guys. So finalize, basically, Sulochana, this will be used for the memory allocation parts. Like, when this purpose is over, you need to clean up the memory. So there is some other purpose is there. I really forget about it. I'll check it and I'll let you know, Sulochana. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Thank
right?
Yeah. you. Yes. Thank you. And
No problem. Any other things about the exceptions, total exceptions concepts? Guys, when you take a one concept, okay, for example, exceptions. Exception starts with what is an exception, and why the exceptions will be raised, and when the exception will be raised. Those are the three things you need to understand. And second, how to handle this exception. Okay. Okay. And how many types are there to handle the exception? That's good. And what are the ways we can able to implement? So all these things is a connecting the dots. If you have able to answer, when you take a one concept immediately in your mind, you can completely, you can talk the whole concept. Everything is connected. So you no need to be leave any one place also. So it will start like this, it will end like this. If you have this idea, so the interviewer, if he goes anywhere, you can able to answer it. Got it?
yes.
Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
And the major point I was keep on telling you, don't leave question at the answer. Okay, at your answer, don't leave a question. Okay, I'll tell you one good scenario, guys. Basically, whenever I go to an interview, I've been changed around 4 to 5 companies in total my career. What happened, whenever I go to an interview, I'm very strong certain concepts. So right, Java is a huge ocean. Not only Java, any other different types of interviews like big data, machine learning, whatever the different interviews I have taken to attend to get in a job anywhere. So what I do, basically, so doing an interview and taking an interview is also an art. So what I used to do, right? If I go an interview, so I will leave a question in an answer. Why? Because I have to take the interviewer in such a route which he has to ask the question what I know. So that's why I will leave a question here. So I'm taking interview in my process way, in my way, not his way. He can ask any way, anywhere, right? Whatever the question he wants, he can ask it. But I have to take him in such a way that, okay, if I telling an answer, I will wantedly I will leave a question so that he will ask the question to me. So which I already know the answer. So like the interview will route it out. Okay. So that is one of the skill basically where you have to take your interview in your route, not the interviewer route, so that he will also satisfy and I am also satisfied, because why I am satisfied, those concepts I already know that. And why he is satisfied, he is thinking, he asked all the questions and I am able to answer the things. So automatically my interview is clear. Okay. So this is one of the tip I used to do that in my interviews, wherever I go for an interview. Okay. So, but whenever you're talking with someone, you have to tell very clearly and you should not leave a question in your answer. Okay. So this is one of the very, very important tip I'm telling you, because this will come with experience, guys. So whatever I am facing and I'm getting in my experience, I'm sharing with you. So if you want, take it. That will be good to you. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's fine.
Means don't leave your ball in the interview court. Yeah.
What was that?
I'm saying that don't leave the ball.
Yeah, that's the way. That's fine. Oh, okay. Now we'll go to the one more concept. This is the one of the last concepts which we are talking about in Code Java. whatever the Java concepts which we need to learn. This is the last concept we are going to be learning. That is called Maven. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
Now, before going to the concept, I will just give you the brief touch. We'll go and understand the Maven concept completely in the next class. So until then, you people has to be very clear on the previous concept, whatever you do. Okay, because it probably, like, we have another 1 week or 1.5 week or max 2 weeks. We are closing our total sessions. Okay, because we have a TestNG, and then after that Selenium. So if you understand these things, TestNG and Selenium are very easy, or very, very easy. So you no need to be think at all. So that is, so I'll stop sharing, and I'll stop recording, and I'll tell you about it, which is not